focus, focus, focus. There we go. Yeah, you're focused. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let me fix my chat window. Hello, hello. Welcome. If you're here, please say hi so I know you're here and that you can hear me and everything is good. You can hear me, you can see me, everything's working as it should. I'm rhyming already. Hi, Pam. Woo! Sunny Texas, 79 degrees. Oh, you're getting way better weather than us today. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you? Welcome, welcome. It's Sunday. Oh, your shirt's doing a weird thing. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello. Yeah, no, it's cold here. It's I don't know the exact temperature, but it was something around like yesterday. My husband said it was like minus 18 degrees Celsius, so whatever that is. But supposedly this is our hopefully last like real like cold snap, and then we're heading into warmer temperatures next week. So I'm very excited to finally have that. So thank you, Pam. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you're here and you want to say hi, please say hi in the chat. I think you do need to be subscribed. So if you're having an issue trying to chat, just click the subscribe button. It just kind of helps keep bots and things away. So we're trying to keep a nice clean chat. So if you want to do that and you want to come drop in and say hi, please do. We're going to be painting this lovely today. And I do have some announcements or some things to share, some new things. So come on in. And hopefully this stream, I'm hoping it's going to be maybe 2 hours. We should be able to finish this, I hope, in 2 hours. Cold here too, 47. Oof, yeah. I always forget what our temperature is at. It's like ridiculous cold, but it was nice. Like last week it was a little bit nicer. We got about a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, we got, I think it was like 3 feet of snow, something crazy. And then it was a little bit nicer last week. So to Fahrenheit. So negative 0.4 Fahrenheit. Something like that. So that's what it was here yesterday. But and we got like so much snow. And then so luckily last week we got a little bit of warm weather, so some of it melted, but we still have tons and tons of snow here. So we're hoping this week, it's supposed to get warm this week, like in the 40s, like what Jocelyn's saying. So so hopefully a lot of it will melt, and then we'll be well on our way to spring, which is what I'm hoping for. So welcome, welcome. All right. So, well, let's start. So I have some members in here that I can see. Welcome. So if you were on the member stream, we had one on Thursday. It's Thursday? I think yeah, Thursday. We had a member stream where we started this, and this is a panel. So this is my March, April panel from the calendar. Hey, Jocelyn, no problem. Jocelyn's in North Carolina. This is our March, April panel. So this is the calendar. I have 6 panels that I created specifically for a 2025 calendar this year. We did the first 2 months on a live stream as well. So this was the first 2 months. So this is our January, February panel with our koi fish. And so this is how it works with the calendar portion on the bottom. So it's just a piece of paper that is removable. So once the months are over, so like now that we're over with January, February, I can just literally peel this off, and then you have a beautiful panel to display. So this was January, February, and we are currently painting March, April. So without the light on, the backlighting, you can kind of maybe see the colors we're using a little better. So like I said, we started this on live stream with members. So we decided to go with, we're doing oranges and pinks and oranges, yellows, and some blue and some purple. So it's almost going to be kind of rainbowy, but and then we're going to have all the greenery kind of around it. So it's going to look pretty neat, I think. So, so we have that. We do have, I don't see Joanne in the chat right now, but we have, I had a picture that Joanne sent from hers. Let's see if I can find it now. It's not in that folder. This folder, yeah. So this folder, or sorry, this one. So this one here, you guys can see it, is Joanne. So she's one of our members as well, and she has already worked ahead and got her March, April parrot done. So today I'm doing mine. So you can see, like, the great thing about these is that you can make them any colors you like. So Joanne did hers in the kind of standard macaw colors, which looks awesome with all of her jungle leaves and flowers in the background. I think this turned out amazing. So we want to do something a little different with this one here today. So like I said, we're doing kind of a bunch of very bright non-traditional colors for a parrot, which I thought could be fun to do. But you can obviously do this any color you like. For those who are not familiar, who may be new to the silhouettes, so this is an acrylic laser cut design that I hand drew and then used the laser cutter to cut it. And there's also a clear acrylic backer on it, so that literally you get them and you can start painting or adding resin or whatever you want to do with it. So it's just basically like, I like thinking of it as like a painting coloring book that my shirt's doing strange things, but it's kind of like a painting coloring book, and that's how I look at it, so that we can, you know, make beautiful things, or like I said, or do resin. I have done resin in some of them as well, which are really fun. Hey Pamela, 70, partly sunny with wind today in southern Utah. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are getting better, much better weather than us here. Yeah, I don't think Joanne's here yet, but she might be able to stop by. She said maybe tonight. She was here for our member live on Thursday, so she gave me permission to share her photo. But anyways, so this is what we're going to be working on. But before we get started with that, I want to show you guys something really exciting that is new. It's something new that I've been working on. So we're going to put away our parrot for now, and we'll get our lights back to something a little brighter here. So just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna check something. Okay. So my members and I have been talking about something for quite a while since we've been since I've been creating the silhouettes. This is what I call them. They're silhouettes that, again, I design them myself. I hand draw them. I create the design, and then I cut them on my laser machine, which I have. And if you have the option of having a backer or not having a backer, it's up to you. So I've been doing this for almost a year now, actually. And one of the things that a lot of my members have been asking for quite a while is if it was going to be possible for me to create designs that they can download. So then you can download them, and then if you have your own laser cutter, then, or even like a Cricut, so that you can cut them out of vinyl or any other material, basically paper, things like that, that you can cut yourself, maybe resize them to whatever size you need for the piece that you're working on. If it would be possible for me to start working on some designs for some, like basically a product line for that. And I did promise them that I would think about it, and it's not quite a year since they've started asking, but I have officially launched them. So I'll show you first so they're on my website. So I'll show you quickly that. Okay, so this is my website obviously on the mobile. And there's a new category right here. I know it's difficult to see on the video, but it is, oh, I can just do that. So it's the DIY downloadables. So basically they're designs made for printing and cutting. So you can just go to that section on my website and you're going to see there's a whole bunch of, oh, there's some old stuff in here too. If you want pocket hug cards, those are back on the website now too. So those are also downloadable. But all these new designs are now on my site. So let's say you click onto this one. This one's called Starry Lights. And this is, I'm going to show you the actual cut, but this is the design. So it's kind of like a little window panel type thing. And then you can, as an example, you would download the SVG file. So I created SVG files because those are going to give you the outlines that you need to cut them on a cutting machine. But you could also just choose to print them with just your printer, and like just a regular inkjet printer, and you can then, you know, put them under resin or under a piece of acrylic if you want to practice your stained glass outlining, because you know how that's where all this started was because I was doing I still do a lot of stained glass painting work, and a lot of people were interested in the outlining, how I would use paints to outline. And then, but some people wanted to do that, and that's what they did. And some people told me that it was a little bit too difficult for them to do the outlining, so they wanted me to create pieces that were already outlined, and then they could just resin or paint them. So now you can do that with these as well. So if you download these and then you want to put them under a piece of resin or under a piece of acrylic or under a piece of glass, whatever it is that you're wanting to work with, and then you can try to paint trace them, you can do that too. So I tried to create a file that was very versatile for whatever it is you're trying to do with your art. So let's show you the, I keep moving it. Let's show you some of the designs. So the first set of designs are flowers. Is it easier with or without the light? I don't know. But so I have, there's 4 designs that are basically flowers. So we have this one here, it's a rose. And for the first batch of designs that I created, I tried to keep things a little bit simple. There's going to be a little bit of a difference between the designs that I have on my website for cut acrylic and the ones that you can download, because I need to kind of have a slight difference in style or some other thing. I don't know yet. But so I started out with some more basic kind of simple designs to kind of get you guys started. So this is obviously a rose, so it's a rosebud. So again, circle. And again, I cut these really small. You can see how small that is on the board. But I just mostly cut these for testing purposes, to make sure that they, you know, that they work, that the outlines work properly and they do what they're supposed to do. So this is a cut piece of acrylic. So I know for sure that it cuts well on at least the laser cutter that I have. But so we have our rosebud. And I have this one here. It's kind of like a sunflower or a dahlia. So we have that guy there. Then we have our 3-petal flower, which is like a tulip or a kind of a crocus. So we have that one. Then we have this one here, which is kind of, I forgot what the name of this one was. Cosmos, or just any other kind of 5-petal flower. So those are those are the 4 designs that are flowers specific in the round shape. So of course these would be great if you want to use them for coasters, or you can enlarge them to make them into something that you can use on a tray, or who knows, any other type of thing that you wanted to create. So we have those guys up there. Then I have a new shape for me, and it's the teardrop shape. So we have this one here. So this is, again, just kind of a floral with a vine with a really pretty teardrop shape. We have kind of like a sunny day, but it could be, I tried to make this a little bit generic, where it could be water, it could be land, it could be sand, it could be anything you like. So we have that. Then we have this one here, which is just kind of like a mosaic mandala kind of look. So we have that. So we have those 3 for that. And these are the teardrops, so you'll see those on the website as well. I think I labeled them as such on there. And then we have 2 outliers that are a little bit unique and different. So the first one, there, first one is kind of a citrus design. So my daughter was working on some embroidery for one of her classes, and she was doing lemons, and I thought that was really cute. So I kind of created my own design using some citrus. So it has like the full half here and then little quarters or whatever there. And this could be obviously oranges or lemons or limes or any other citrus. You like the teardrop, Jocelyn? Yeah, it's so cute, right? I mean, it's different for me, but I really like how the shape of them. I think they're really unique. So there's that. And then we have our Monstera, our ever popular Monstera. I can't believe I didn't do one before now, but here we go. We have the Monstera leaf. So those are those. So I have 3 more and then we can move on to the actual painting, but you can see them all on the website too. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, so there's 3 more. And then, like I said, they're on the website as well. So I currently have them on my liadiadesigns website. I will be adding them to my liadiadesigns Etsy as well for those who are more comfortable ordering from Etsy. So it's going to be there as well. So you have your choice of where you want to download it from. So there's those. So let me just clear this because then you can get a better look at these. Okay, so these are my favorites out of the new designs. Again, new shape. And so this one here, so these are window, I kind of showed you guys there. So they're window panels. So this one is kind of the, let's move you guys this way. Maybe that's better. So this is kind of a retro window. I think I called it retro shell because it kind of has the shell shape down here. So it's kind of a retro window. That one. The one I showed you on the website is this one, Starry Lights. So again, it's kind of like a window with little stars in it. And the last one is this one here called Spring. I think it's called Spring Morning. So it's got our tulips and our little bird at the top, little guy right there. He's so cute. So this is my daughter's favorite as well. So they have those. So the windows I think are really cool. And like, again, some new shapes, something a little different than what I've done. So those are available now on my website. I should just put it in here so I don't have to keep repeating it. Whoop, watch my head. Okay. Instant download SVGs on my website, liadiadesigns.com. And we're going to pin that guy. Nope. Are we not going to pin that guy? Oh, there we go. Pin that guy. All right. So there we go. So if anybody's looking for those, now I did have members asking on the live stream earlier in the week if these will also be available as to be purchased on my website as cut acrylic, where again I cut the acrylic and then I just ship it out to you. Yes, the short answer is yes. The longer answer is I haven't added them yet as purchasable acrylic cuts. They're currently on the site as downloads. So, but I will be adding them this week coming. So if you like these, I will be adding them. I don't know what sizes I'm going to be putting them as. I mean, probably the typical sizes, which is like probably the 5-inch design, 7-inch design, or 8-inch design. So probably those, but I got to determine that. So anyway, so there. So hopefully you guys like them, because that's something new that I'm hoping to be, if the reception is good and everyone likes them, then I hope to make more. And like I said, it's going to continue to expand the line. And if you guys have special requests or anything you'd like to see, you can always message me or put it in the chat here. Let me know what you'd like to see. I know I did have some requests for things like pet memorials and like frames for things. And I'm probably going to expand into some things where you can actually ask for it to be personalized, like maybe with a name on it or whatever. So there's going to be some more things. It just gives me a little bit more freedom when they are downloads, but obviously we're still going to have them as cut acrylic as well. So anyway, that is where we're at with that. So yeah, exciting things, exciting. And I hope you guys didn't just get a commercial because, or an ad, because I just saw a whole bunch of things just drop. But anyways, hopefully you guys can come back after that. Hopefully it's not a long one. But all right. Anyways, as I was saying before, we were working on this guy here, and we can put our light back on. So this is where we're currently at with it. So we did add. So what we did for it so far is we were working with our Pebeo. What's happening? Uh-oh. Everybody, it's all dropping. What's going on? Okay, let me know if you guys are still here. I just saw that a whole bunch of people just dropped. So I don't know what that means. Let me... Huh. Let me go grab my cord. Hold on a second. Okay, still watching. Okay, still here, still here. Okay, weird. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but I've plugged in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's happening? Okay, it looks like it's back. Weird. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're back. I'm not sure what happened. I know some of you were saying you were here the whole time. It was weird. Just the numbers were just dropping like crazy because it kind of tells me how many viewers generally are here, but it just like it just took a nosedive. So I figured we crashed or something. That was so odd. Anyway, I'm glad you guys like the designs. Like I said, you can see them all in more detail on the website. So if you want to check them out there. And like I said, they will be on my website. And then they will be on Etsy soon, probably tomorrow. So if you prefer Etsy, it will be there too. Okay. So as I was saying, okay, sweet. So as I was saying, so we have our parrot here, and what we did on the member live stream is we started painting. So what I did was I was using the Pebeo. So this is what we're using. These are the vitriol, transparent stained glass paints. So this is what I use for a lot of my stained glass painting. Again, these you can use resin with these as well if you prefer, but again, because we're live, I prefer using the paints, and I really like the finish I get with these anyway. So this is fuchsia pink, was what we were using, and then I added glitter, which is not here anymore. Oh no, it is here. And I added glitter from Larissi. So this was the glitter. If you guys want the color, holographic rose red extra fine glitter LB0912. You guys can see that? Probably not, but There we go. So I had just added some glitter to this paint. We just mixed them in our little containers. So you can see that's the container there. So we just poured some of the paint in there and we just added our glitter, and that's what we used for that. So we did that we're gonna make our parrot a little extra glam today. So that's what we did for all the colors so far. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what we have so far. So we have the fuchsia pink, we did a kind of a coral orange, and then we did a bit of a mix here of yellow, and then we kind of did a bit of gradient shading with the orange as well. So that's what we have. So we're going to continue with it that way. So we'll continue. Oh, you can see how I got red glitter everywhere. Oh my goodness. So we have the tail still to do. We did all of this. So we have the tail, then we're going to do everything else. We were thinking in the last live stream that we're going to finish glitter, adding the glitter to the tail, and I got to figure out what to do with the face. And the rest of it, I wasn't sure if we're going to be using glitter in the rest of it. So just to maybe have that contrast between, the really glam bird and everything else just kind of is normal stained glass looking. So that's kind of the idea. I'm going to get glitter all in my hair too. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so let's get started. And I'm going to try not to have my head in the way. During the last live stream, I was like this. So let's not do that again. All right. So we're going to we have our two other colors. We have our purple, which is the color I wanted to use in the tail. But I also have some blue, I think. Yeah, so we're going to be using those as well. So let's start mixing a little bit. We do have glitter to match each of those as well. Let's see. I don't have music today. I just realized that, and I don't think my phone battery is really low right now. I don't know if I can charge it. Oh, this is blue. Ow. This one's stuck. All right, let's see. Do we have another one here? No. Did I have one in here? Yes. Okay. Oh, you're not the same color, but okay. Oh, all right. So how about you guys? What have you guys been working on lately? I know I haven't been around too much socially lately, like on Instagram or anything. Been a little busy. A lot of it is working on these things, the new designs for the downloadables. I was working on that. I've been kind of trying to plan some other things. Personal life is busy right now, but let me know what you guys have been working on. Doesn't have to be art necessarily, just things that are keeping you busy. So, all right. So I have if you wanted to know the color, so this one is cyan blue, and this one is called Parma. So there you go. So I have kind of a similar matching glitter here from Larissy. It is holographic lake blue, LB0701. If I remember, I will try to add some links in the description under this video, under this live stream, but no guarantees because sometimes I forget. So I try to say it in the video if I can, or at least in the live streams if I can. With videos, I'm a little better about adding the links because I have like a whole process that I do when I'm doing videos, but with live streams, it's a little different. So that's the blue we have. I don't know if it's too blue. Is it too blue? Let's see. It might be too blue. Okay, well, we're going to leave it for now while I figure out the next one. So the purple, I have this color here, which I'm not 1000% okay, like happy with in terms of, well, actually it looks really pretty. Never mind. Never mind. It looks great. So, all right. It's just a little chunkier. It's slightly chunkier than the other glitters I've been using, but I do think I need to add more. do that. I'm actually going to do the same for the blue. Oop. That as well. So since we don't have music, if you guys have anything you want to chat about, let's do that today. Art related is obviously ideal, but it can be life related too. It can be a lot of things. All right. Okay. I kind of think I want to make the blue a little bit more green. Just, maybe I need to make a green as well. Let's just make him fully rainbow. I don't know. Or I can just add a bit more, add a bit of green. Maybe I do that after. Decisions. What are you? Aqua green. Oof. Ugh. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of green just in here, just so I have a bit of green, like so. We're probably going to be using this green quite a bit in the leaves, so we don't need to do too much with it right now. I just want to have a little bit of a transition between the blue and the yellow. But let's see what we can do. And we were having a discussion in the member live about bubbles when you're using these paints. Because if you shake how I was shaking the bottle just now, you will find that sometimes you'll get bubbles, or when you're stirring it, you know, if you stir aggressively, like when I was mixing, if I'm stirring aggressively, it can aerate the paint. So it's just something to kind of be careful of. And then the big thing is you want to make sure, especially with these acrylic silhouettes, that you're filling the corners and edges properly, because that can lead to bubbles as well. So, all right, I think we got enough green in there now. I'm hoping to be able to resume painting a little soon. I have the piece we're working on now out for when I can. Yes, Pam, I know. How are you? How's your recovery going? I think it's your arm, your wrist, shoulder, something with your arm. I'm sorry. How is that going? How is your healing going? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so let's try to add some of this blue in with the, oh gosh, that really didn't want to mix, did it? Let's see. I wanted to get a bit of a transition here, but I don't know if it's going to want to do it. I might have to come back and add more green. So we'll do the blue here, just on the bottom, and then we might have to come back with the green after. Let's see if it wants to do a thing. Don't know if it wants to. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. I do like it having a bit of a transition though, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is transitioning slightly. Just it's giving a bit of a gradient look, which is what we're going for here. All right, so we have that. So I think that kind of works. Let's see if I can turn off the light and you guys can see it. Nope. All right, let's get it closer. So I think hopefully you can see it there a little better. If I put the light back on, does it make it better or worse? It shines through, so I don't know if you can really see it, but it does look pretty good, I think. Radiator, oh right, and bicep tendon. Oh my goodness. Coming along well with progress still, oh my goodness. Sorry, Pam. I'm so glad that you're healing though. So don't rush yourself. You don't want to re-injure anything, right? So take it easy when you're ready, or when you're when you're healed enough that it no longer hurts, then that'll be the thing. But you know, I had hurt my shoulder doing literally nothing, literally nothing last year. And I was out of, I mean, luckily it wasn't anything major, but I was out of commission for like at least a week, I think, with that. And like I said, I literally don't even know what I did for it to have, I just tweaked it, but I don't even, it wasn't like, I don't even think I was lifting anything heavy. It just, I think it was just, I did something in my, you know, was kind of awkward for my shoulder area. And then that was it. I was out. Ugh, so mad about it. But you know, I think I need to start strengthening myself in general. Just like, you know, as you get older, they tell you got to just strengthen everything because, you know, I don't know. We're just getting weak, I guess, as we get older, or we're just not recovering as well as we get, like, we just can't do as much. I don't know what it is. It's just old age things. So I got to start strengthening myself a little bit. Still working on the Halloween birthday. The Halloween birthday. Oh yeah. Yes, that's right. I remember, Pam, that you purchased the Halloween stuff for, and the three-tier cake stand and 16 coasters. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. I haven't done a cake stand in years, but they were always really fun to do. Okay, so we have our blue. We're real, like I said, it's really going rainbow. That was not the original intention when I started. I just wanted to do pink and orange and what did I originally say? Purple, I think. I think those were my original colors. And then when I just started to, when I was painting, when I got to here with the orange and we did the yellow looked fine, but then I felt like it needed a bit of a gradient. So then we added the gradient back in, and now I think I'm stuck with all the gradients. But that's okay, because I think it works out nicely. So we'll have a nice rainbow bird for our macaw. So we have that. So again, we're just kind of bringing the blue down slightly so that we can get a bit of a gradient with our purple, right? So let's do that here. Oh no. So do any of you guys have, oh, Jocelyn, hi. Oh no. I got glitter in the wrong spot. Oops. Jocelyn. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's nice, Jocelyn. I'm so glad hubby's taking care of everything, and you. That's very, very good. It's hard when you are injured, especially when you're used to doing everything for yourself. It's such a hard thing to let other people help. My kids are always on me about that, you know, that I'm always doing everything. And they're like, especially my son. My son's hilarious. He's always just like, Mom, sit down, relax. You look tired. I'm like, I know I am, but I got things I got to do. And he's like, no, you need to relax. And then my daughter, one of my daughters, the younger one, she's learned how to make tea the way that I like so that they can sit me down and make me a cup of tea so that I can just relax for a little bit. Really sweet. Okay, so that is that. I don't know what to do with the face. What is the suggestion for the face? So again, it's got all this glitter behind it, but it actually doesn't have any. I don't think it has a little bit of glitter inside of it. So I don't. I think I want to make the eye blue. I was thinking that. Beak can be. I'll have to make more of that orange, or like a mix of an orange and a yellow. But then here, oh, so this is the beak, and then so here and here. What color should I do this? Orange, maybe? Maybe the orange. And then here, maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, it's so sweet. Okay, so I think we'll do the beak since I think that's the obvious color for the beak. And then I'm gonna reuse I think I might use, so I think it's gonna be kind of the yellow color or the orange, and then the yellow here, orange here. No, wait, what did I say? Orange here and yellow here. What do we do? What do we think? I'm gonna do the eye since I decided that the eye should be blue. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this down because, like I said, I was covering everything with my face earlier. So let's get some blue. Green would have been nice too, but there's gonna be a lot of green around this bird. So let's make his eye stand out a little bit. Like so. Okay, so blue. Red maybe? Ooh. Red maybe. In the top here? Okay, so I don't know if I want, I think this normally for macaws, this part of their face is very, it stands out. Like I think it's normally like white with like, sometimes they have kind of like black lines. But I think maybe I want to kind of try the orange here and then do the yellow here. I think that's what I want to try. Okay, let's try yellow. I plan on doing, ooh, Pixie Girl, woo, hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh no, another, oh no. You're in the hospital, I had a hernia surgery on Friday. Oh my goodness. Hi, Joe, I know her as JoJo on Instagram. So, hi, welcome. I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through so much. My goodness. I hope I wish you a speedy recovery. I'm glad, so happy you were able to pop by. If you're able to hang out for a bit, please do. But if you don't feel up to chatting, that's completely fine. So, so yeah, relax. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so we got some suggestions. So, orange for beak, and then we also have, ooh, okay. Plan on doing some form of yellow. Okay. I kind of like, so I don't, so, Pamela is saying red face. So, are you saying the red as in, so I don't technically have a red. I guess it kind of does look red for you guys, but so this is the fuchsia pink, this is orange, this is yellow with some orange in it. Then we have our green, our blue, and our purple. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I want it to be the same color as the pink. So maybe, I think you and I are thinking a similar thing, Pamela, that maybe it's this color that goes here, which is the orange, technically. I know it might be difficult to see because of all the backlighting and different things happening, but this is kind of like the coral orange. So that's this color. Can you guys see it? This color here, coral salmon. So I'm thinking maybe we do that there, and then the yellow there. And then you said, I lost it. Red face, orange beak, yellow. Okay, orange beak. Oh, Okay, I don't know. We'll figure out that color after. So I think I want to do the orange here, this color, and then the yellow, and then we'll figure the color for there. I don't know. I'm gonna mix colors. Then we're gonna decide. No crimson. There's actually no crimson on here at all currently. It's pink, orange, yellow. I know it looks, because it's rainbow, I know it probably does look kind of red, but it's actually pink. So pink, orange, yellow, a little bit of green, blue, purple. That's what we have currently. So almost a rainbow, but it's pink. Gosh, yes, everybody, please, yes, rest, recoup, heal, do all the good things, all the positive vibes for you guys. Okay, we're gonna mix a little just so that I can kind of figure out what I'm doing. What did I use? Oh, I used white glitter. So for the yellow, anybody who missed it, for all the other colors, I tried to match the glitter to the paint that I was using. So like again, for the fuchsia, I used fuchsia paint and fuchsia glitter in the paint. Here I used the salmon orange, and I used this kind of salmon orange glitter in it. But the yellow, I didn't. The yellow I didn't, because usually yellow glitter usually ends up either being a gold or you're asking me to use crimson. Oh. I don't know. Okay, maybe. I'm going to grab the red paint and we'll see. But for the yellow, what I did is I didn't use gold, because gold normally would be like metallic looking, but I wanted to not have that. I just wanted it to be kind of sparkly, but not actual gold. So I just put in an iridescent glitter into it. So, 448. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna mix that so that I can see it. And I think I added a little tiny bit of orange into this guy, because the yellow was kind of bright for what I wanted. So just add a tiny drop of orange just to darken that yellow slightly. So yeah, so that's the right color there. Okay, let's look at the yellow. Let's look at the red and see. This is my own personal taste. I'm not a big fan of red and pink together. I don't know if it's a thing, an old-fashioned way of thinking that it clashes or what, but it's just never been a color combination I've been like super thrilled with. I mean, I think I probably have used those colors in the same piece before, but not usually side by side. So this is the fuchsia pink that we currently have, and then this is the red that to put next to it. So this is well, this one's called Vivid Pink, but hold on, let me find an actual. Oh no. That's not even supposed to be in there. Let's find another one. Now you're also not supposed to be in there. All the reds are not supposed to be in here. What's going on? Okay, this one's got to be it. Okay. So you can see these are the two. So this one is called Vivid Pink, but really it's red. And this one is called Crimson, which is just a darker version. Okay. So this is the pink and this is the red. Like I said, I love the color. I just don't know if I want. Maybe we can use it. Maybe we can use the crimson on the flowers, because we do have a couple hibiscus flowers here, and crimson would be perfect for those. So maybe that. I think I'm just going to. Okay, we'll do the. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the beak yellow and I'm gonna do the face orange. And if I hate it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But let's just see. And again, I think I'm gonna have to do a bit of blending with this yellow. It's something about this yellow. It's just so bright. Oh my goodness. I can't handle it. It's just so bright. I need to have it darker. So I'll mix a little bit of orange in there. I did add some already, but I'm gonna do more because like what I did down here. Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna make a little bit of our orange guy. Ugh. Okay, and I think I did the same thing where this orange was a little bit too orange, so then I added a little bit of yellow. I don't remember. Pam, Pam was here on Wednesday. Dude, is that what I did? I don't remember. Something like that. Okay, so orange. Actually, it still looks too much, so let's do a little bit more. Okay, so let's do that for the face. Oh, it looks like he's blushing. Oh my goodness. All right. I don't know if I like it, but you know what? It's probably going to be fine. So I probably think maybe I should have did the... Actually, I don't hate it. I mean, maybe I could have done it the other way, yellow here. I think it'd be too much contrast for me though. I think I it's kind of in the same vein as what Pamela Rocco was saying, was that it's kind of almost a red next to the pink, but it's more of an orange. So I think the hue, like the value of the color is probably would be very similar as the red. The red would have been darker, but it kind of gives that same kind of feeling, I think. And I think I want to do something different just to pop a color here. So it can either be purple or the green, but I think I'm going to do purple. Or actually, well, the blue is on the eye, so let's just do purple. Let's just make a decision. Let's just do it. So, yeah, it's a little dark, but it'll work. It'll be fine. All right, so we got that. I can show you guys. And I'll need to put white in the eye. So there we go. I'll mix a little bit of white later, probably. We might have to use white somewhere else later. So we do have that. We'll take a little bit of the purple out just so that, because I think maybe it's a little bit too dark. Like the amount of paint I put in there just kind of deepens it. So let's just put a little bit so we get a little bit of shine through there. But overall, I think that looks not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what it would look like if I had swapped it. If I had made this yellow and made this orange. I think it's fine. I'm not going to change it. It's already there. All right, so let's work on, we got lots of leaves and flowers to do. So let's work on those. So we're just going to do, something stuck in there. I know I said I wasn't going to put glitter in the leaves and the flowers, and now I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to put glitter in the leaves and the flowers. But you know, that's me though, because I love glitter. It just looks so nice. So let me know, glitter or no glitter, or we can do a mix. I'll do a mix. How about that? Yeah, we'll do a mix. So, okay, so let's get all of our greens out. So we have this one here. It's called Lagoon. So it's kind of a turquoisey, but more on the green side. I'm going to keep this red. We had some reds out. So for the flowers, maybe we'll see if we want to do that. I'm going to put my phone and my iPad over here. So we have lots of greens. So we have this one is apple green. We have this one, it's called Vivid Green. You can see they're all slightly different. This one is called Emerald. And then we have some dark ones too. I have this one here. I think this is Green Gold. It's kind of like an olive. Don't know if I'm going to use that one. And then we have this one called Chartreuse, which again is a darker one. So lots of greens in the Pebeo line for sure. So let's see what we're going to do. I kind of want to do the Monstera leaves. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to do the Monstera leaves with glitter, I think. Well, we'll see. I might end up glittering everything. A mix like you normally do will look great. I love the blending on your feathers too. Now, will you still use the Gallery Glass acrylics? I like them too. Do I still use them? They're here. I have them. I definitely so I guess I don't know how to answer that. I think, as you guys know, my favorite. Yeah, okay. Yeah, red hibiscus. I think we're going to do that. We're going to do the red for the hibiscus flowers. So you guys know my favorite thing to use is the Pebeo. I mean, it's still 100% my favorite. It doesn't seem to matter what other things I try. I always come back to Pebeo as my absolute favorite for stained glass. So the Gallery Glass, I definitely liked how easy it was to use because it's already in the bottles. My struggle with it was still the same thing that I was discussing when I did the video, is because I can't see the actual color, like when I'm painting it. Like, I know we have a similar issue with when we mix our resin dyes with gloss varnish, and sometimes the color is not quite where it needs to be, but it's pretty close. Like, you can see in the resin dye what your color is supposed to be, and you know that even when you mix it with the gloss varnish, the Deco Art gloss varnish, it kind of like mutes it a little bit, but you know that gloss varnish is going to dry clear, so you know that you're going to get the color that's in the resin dye bottles. Whereas the Gallery Glass, is it still here? Oh, it's here. Like the Gallery Glass, like we were discussing it, and like, for example, I'm going to turn this off, see if that helps the color here. But for example, like the bottle, the color looks like this, but then you can see in the cap, maybe, oh, how much darker. I don't know if you guys can tell. Well, maybe on the inside is easier. So you can see there that it's almost like a black dot. That's how dark it dried. And to me, that's, as an artist, to me personally, that's a bit frustrating, especially because you guys see, I like to mix my colors. I like to kind of, do gradients and things. And I find that challenging with the Gallery Glass. Now, do I recommend it? Yes, I recommend it for anybody who wants kind of an easy way to fill the silhouettes and doesn't really care about gradients and mixing and those type of special effects. For me personally, I don't know how often I'm going to use it. Like when my daughter and her friends are over, when my daughter's friends are over, my daughter lives here. When my daughter's friends are over and they want to do this type of stuff, I'm happy that they can use these because they found these super easy to use. They were all happy with the results of everything. They're happy with how it dried. Like, they really liked it. And again, I think it's ease of use is like the number one thing for these. As an artist, specifically for me, without being able to have the accurate color, it's kind of it's something that, like, if I didn't care, like if I was just quickly doing something and I didn't need to, I was like, okay, any, a green, this green is close enough as long as it, comes out something close, then that's fine. Like if I have a general idea. But I think you guys remember from that video, I actually tried to do some blending and I tried to do kind of like some cool things. And that was the lighthouse video. And what I got when it dried was not what I was really thinking that I was going to get when I was painting it. And when I tried to mix the colors together to make a new color, it was next to impossible to be able to know for sure if that, was going to turn out nice or not, because I couldn't tell. There was no way to know. Until you literally have to wait till it dries. And I guess if you're the kind of person that maybe you want to swatch everything beforehand, or do some mixes and swatch them beforehand, which I think I actually talked about doing, that makes more sense. Like maybe if you wanted to like say, okay, well, what kind of purple would I get if I mixed, I don't even know if you'd get a proper purple out of these two, but let's say these two, what kind of purple I would get if I mix these two together. Yeah, so if I was to mix these two together to get a purple, like right now I know that if I mixed, this and a pink together, you can't see it, but if I was to mix these together in the cup, I'll see what color I'm going to get, right? Before I even start painting it on here. With these, it doesn't really do that the same. So like I said, that's just, I like the ease of use out of the bottles, and I do recommend them for people who are not particular about, doing fancy things with their paints. If they just want a way to, paint this quickly as a craft, it's great for that. But yeah, no, Pebeo is always going to be my favorite. I don't know how and if that can change, based on the things I've tried so far. The closest thing second currently, I mean, obviously besides resin, but resin has its own timing challenges for me, is the gloss varnish and the resin dyes, like for stained glass. For other type of painting, I'm sure there are other things, but for what we're currently doing with this, it's still my favorite. So there's that. But yeah, but for those who don't want to be fussy with paintbrushes, they don't have to worry about paintbrushes and cleaning up and having cups and having all the different things. The gallery glass is great. So, okay, we were going to do some green, I think. We're going to start with, oh, I'm going to have to grab a green. Oh, no, wait, did I grab a green? I have this green. Whew. Which would be, this would be beautiful for the Monstera, I think. So this is Lake Blue. The code here says 53364. And obviously, Larisi, because almost all the glitter I have is from Larisi. Oh, did you see that? It was like a powder, a smoke of glitter. A glitter bomb. All right, so let's do this color because this one matches the glitter. Put our light back on, maybe. And I'm deciding if I think I'm going to have to thin that out, but let's see. Whoa! Oh! Uh-oh! I just put way too much glitter in there. Okay, we're going to thin it out. Let me grab my thinner somewhere. So this is the lightning medium for those who may not remember or haven't seen it before. So if you want to thin your paint, your vitriol paint, this is the lightning medium. So basically the color stays the same, it just becomes more transparent. So for some of the paints, oh my God, this is sealed shut. Oh my God. this guy was open before. This one, I somehow allowed the stuff to leak around it and it's completely sealed. I'm going to need like, oh my God. Okay. I'm going to need something to open the other one. But so if, yeah, it just makes it more transparent because some of the paints are a little bit less transparent than others. And then you can use this to thin it out. So then it doesn't make the color, doesn't change the color though. That's the great thing about it. It just thins it. Oh, I think I just got that on my face. Okay. So I put a lot of glitter in here by accident. I have to add more. It's thick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's too much glitter in there. It's so thick now. Oh no. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Thin it out. Which green paint? Okay. Uh-oh. I'll tell you in a second, Pam. Hold on. Just that. Thin that out. We have to add a bit more of it. I think I decided on... You two look the same. I think I decided on this one, which is Lagoon. There. So I think that's the one. This one and Emerald, they look like pretty close. So you probably could use Emerald too if you're trying to get something similar. Like if you don't, like if you have Emerald and you don't have Lagoon, it's going to look pretty similar. So I wouldn't worry about that. So we got lots of it now. Too much, but it's fine. I'm sure we can use it. Okay, so let's move this down and then I'm going to try not to be messy here, but you know how that goes. And again, you want to just make sure that you're getting your paint right up into the corner because otherwise sometimes you will get bubbles if you don't. The Pebeo paints aren't too bad. They tend to kind of allow themselves into the corners themselves. Resin and the gallery glass, you can't just spilled that everywhere. The resin and gallery glass will be a little bit more resistant to getting into corners. So those you'll want to make sure. I'm not going to worry about this too much because it'll be some sort of blue or green that goes in here anyway. But yep, that is how that goes. So, all right. Let's see. This is when I try to rush. That's what happens. And this is why those squeeze bottles, I mean, not so much for the Pebeo paints, but if you did want to do that, you could definitely put this into, you'd have to get a really tiny needle tip for it because there's, well, I guess not with the glitter in it, it should be fine. It's just that the paint is so runny. It's a little more difficult to control. Like normally to use the squeeze bottles, you'll need a little bit of a thicker paint so that it doesn't just like fall out as soon as you tip the bottle. But look how pretty. You have Emerald. Yes, Emerald will give you pretty much the exact same look. Some of the Pebeo colors are very similar, so you could get away with it. Or like, for example, if you had this one, which is vivid green, but then you wanted something closer to the Emerald or to the Lagoon, you would literally just need to add some of the blue. Like this is cyan, or you could use the, oh, this one's what? Turquoise? Yeah. So you could just put a couple drops of a different blue or green in there and you'll get a similar color. So that's the great thing about the Pebeo paints as well. All right, we're an hour in, so let's see how fast I can go. We're an hour in and we just finished the bird. Yeah, that's how it goes. But we'll try to be quick here. It's because I'm chatting, of course, which is more fun. But, so. Yeah, so I was working really hard over the last couple weeks to get some of the downloadable designs, oh gosh, started, because I had some people message me or ask about the tariffs that are, I guess, now going into an effect Tuesday. Today's the 2nd, right? So Tuesday. And if it was going to affect my prices and my shipping and everything, and I don't know if it will. As of right now, I'm not, like, no one knows if how much it's going to affect anything. But I wanted to get the downloadables ready and on the site, so this way, if things do get difficult, or even if it's just getting the cut acrylic just becomes too expensive for people, not because I raised my prices, just because of their current situation or whatever, the downloadables just gives you another option in being able to do it yourself, or, like I said, do it. You don't even have to cut. The great thing about it, I need to make some videos on this, is that you can, let's say I'm trying to think of a way that you could do it. You could, if you have like a resin background or something, like a tray or something, and you wanted to do the design on it, but you don't have the acrylic, like the cut acrylic from me, but you still want to, or you don't have a laser cutter of your own, but you still want to have the look of this on there, you could literally take the download. If you have a Cricut, you could cut maybe vinyl or something out of the design on the Cricut, and then put that onto your resin tray, whatever, and then paint within, very carefully, because you can't use thick, you can't put thick amounts of paint in it, but you could literally still paint between all the lines of the cut vinyl on that, and that gives you another option, right? Like, it just, I need to kind of explore all the different options of ways that we can use the designs, the downloadables, on like a Cricut or on some other type of paper, vinyl, whatever other materials people generally are using with that. And what else, just to see what we can do with them. I do want to kind of brainstorm with you guys, and whatever, if you guys have ideas of things that we can suggest to do with it, let me know. And then I'm going to definitely try to make some videos, because I know that it's difficult for everyone to kind of wrap their head around all the possibilities, even for me to do that a lot of times. So videos help, right? They kind of help spur inspiration and things like that. So now let's be careful not to get any of this paint, this green, on our parrot, right? Because I don't think it's going to be as easy to remove. Yeah, so, and this is the reason why I was saying the squeeze bottles may not work as well for this paint, because it's so thin that as soon as I get quite a little bit of a heavy amount on the brush, it just wants to fall. And if you had it in a tube, unless it was like a syringe or something where you actually have to squeeze, like you can control it from coming out until you're ready, then. But with the bottles that I've been using, it would just fall out, like it wouldn't stay in. So I do like this color a lot. So pretty, 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 pretty. Choo, choo, choo. Oh, and I was talking to the members a couple days ago, and they were asking if it was possible for the calendars to get for next year, like if you purchase like the calendars for this year for 2025, and you have all these acrylic panels, and let's say you just want to replace the paper part that's on the bottom for 2026, if I would be willing to do that. And I said yes. So if anyone's looking for that, let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I just want to kind of have a gauge if it's something that many people would want, or if it's just, you know, a handful of people, then that's fine. But I just to know if that's something that you guys would like to do. And this way it allows your pieces to be reusable as well. So I like the green with the parrot. It's looking pretty good. All right, so we have this one here and we have this one here, and then we can switch to another color, to another green of some sort. So you guys are gonna meet up in there. Go, 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 go. Okay. And I have been also working on some other things as well. Just trying to make sure everything is good on the stream. Where everybody's good, good. Okay, good. Oop. Oh my gosh. Oh no, why did I do that? Yikes. Okay. I was being so good. I missed. Okay. Oh, right. And I was actually going to say, I also discussed on a recent member live, not the latest one, the one before actually. I'm really behind on following up with it. But we also discussed mystery boxes. Now, I've done mystery boxes in the past for resin things, but I was thinking about doing mystery boxes for a lot of the cut acrylic that I have, because I do have a lot of samples or just like pieces that never got shipped out, or they were test pieces for different sizes. I do have quite a bit. I have a whole bin of it, and I was thinking that I could package them up kind of randomly in boxes, and then they'd be mystery boxes for you guys to get. Some of the acrylic pieces. Some will have backers. Most, I think, will not, because a lot of them are, again, test pieces, so I didn't cut the clear backers for them, but definitely usable for setting in resin or using UV resin with or whatever. So there's those options. So that I was supposed to have that done a couple weeks ago, but then I decided to prioritize the downloadables, so I got those first. But I think this week I'm probably going to do the mystery boxes. And obviously it'll be relative to what you're going to get. It's going to be a really good price, because you're going to be getting kind of a lot of samples and odds and ends, and they won't have the same kind of pricing as, you know, the actual listed pieces. So you'll get a bunch of things probably for, you know, a pretty good price. Definitely more than the value, I think. Sorry. Definitely the value in the box is going to be more than what you pay. That's what I was trying to say. Not the other way around. So. Okay, so we have this one here. Last of the Monstera. I think I want to do the spine or the stems of the leaves. Something a little different, just to, again, give it a little contrast. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so okay, so I do think I want to use a very contrasty green to this, and I want to do it, I think, in this one here, which is the apple green. So apple green. And we're going to go no glitter for this one, though there is glitter literally everywhere on the piece, so there will be glitter in it, I'm sure. But yeah, so I think we're, oh, there's a branch here too. So I think we're gonna go with this. So just to give it a different color. Just something a little, still green, but a little contrasty. And see, this is where I was saying with the bubbles, like there are bubbles coming out, like because I shook the bottle, there are bubbles as I'm painting here, but I'm just kind of trying to move them around, and that generally tends to pop them. If you just kind of move them around with the brush. So do that. So yeah, you can see here now that I don't have any glitter in this one, this is just straight with the bottle, it looks just like stained glass. Like the color is just transparent and beautiful. We disrupt that a little bit when we add glitter and things, but you know, it's just a different type of beauty. It doesn't have to, you know, I like having different textures and things in my pieces because it just gives a visual interest besides the typical. So, are you guys still with me? The chat's been silent for a little bit, but let me know. And you guys are probably multitasking, I'm sure, because I do that a lot on streams. I'll have a stream running and then I'm doing other things so that, you know, it just doesn't sound, you know, so quiet. It feels like there's someone in the room with you. I do that a lot actually when I'm working. So either that or I've been slowly getting back into listening to music while I work. That was something I used to do when I was young, and then I kind of stopped after I had kids because there was always other noise going on with the kids in the room, either a show or them or some other thing. So having quiet was kind of nice sometimes because, you know, I was so used to always having some sort of music, noise, other things happening, and then the quiet was kind of cool. But lately I've been finding that I've been wanting something again. And I do like listening to podcasts and live streams and stuff, so then it does feel like I'm, you know, having someone else in the room while I'm doing some. Oh my gosh, I've just created all the bubbles. Oh my goodness. It's like one big bubble was there and I tried to squash it and it turned into 1 million little bubbles. Oh my gosh. Okay. They do self-pop to some extent, but I do try to help them. Goodness. Still here, just enjoying. Okay, great. Okay. As long as you guys are here with me, it's fine. I'm happy. So, but yeah, so I do find that I do. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. That it does seem to help for me. But because I don't have any music today, so you guys are just going to be hearing me yap the whole time. So. I do like the color contrast. I know you guys can't. Hold on, let me see. I can turn that off. Oh, it's such a difference with the light off. So you guys can kind of see the colors. I do like the oh gosh. Okay, I do like the contrast in color. So, and there's that. A little more of this green. So I do get questions about when we use the Pebeo paints on this. Obviously, these paints are quite thin, so they just set to the bottom. Listening while dusting. Okay, see, multitasking. I knew it. I knew you guys were multitasking. So they do set, like it just sits at the bottom, and then it does have, so basically it doesn't fill, right? Like with resin, when we pour resin into these, it fills, right? So then everything can get up to the same height as the acrylic. So for those people who there have been people who have asked, you know, do I fill it afterwards with anything to kind of fill it? And the answer is no. I don't feel I need to do that because the Pebeo paints are meant to be kind of their own they seal themselves. They don't need a varnish. They already have all that in the paints. So I don't feel the need for it, but I can see where people might want to maybe even come back and add clear resin maybe in all the different areas to kind of fill it. So then you have a flat surface. I can see that for sure. Alternatively, a lot of people have said they like flipping it over and then the back becomes the front because now I can't do it. Oh, I could do it with the, I was gonna say I can't do it with the parrot because he's wet right now, but I can do it with the koi fish. I'm gonna carefully put you over here. So for the koi, you can see again, it's, you know, we just used paints in there. You can see how it's not filled. But then if you look at the back, you know, some people really prefer the back. Now this one we used a lot of the color shifting ghost type pigments. So we have a lot of that in here. But if we didn't do that too, it would actually really look really neat because you'd have just that stained glass look as well. So that's the great thing with this is with the silhouettes as well, is that you can front or back, however you like it, you can use it. So if this is your preference, then this can definitely be the front. I still like this because I'm a texture person, so I really like the texture, but you know, there's options to whatever makes you happy. So, okay, so we have that. All right, we have 2 more of these leaves, and then we have another set of a different type of leaf. Oh, we have 2. Oh, I forgot. It's been so long since I drew this, I forgot. There's 2 branches. There's one here and one here. So we have to do those, and then we'll decide on the background once we get all this. Oh, we have to do the flowers. So we'll do maybe we'll do the flowers next, so then you guys can see how the red is looking. Okay, so quick poll vote. Should we add glitter to the hibiscus flowers? Yes or no? So I need everyone in the chat to vote. Yes or no. We'll do red for the hibiscus flowers, I think. But I need to know if we're adding glitter to them or no. So, because we're doing a mix now of some things are glitter and some things are not. So let me know what you guys think. We're going to go with majority rule. And my vote's still only going to be 1. It's not going to be more than 1. So, Pam, I just add more paint to fill. One thing with the Pebeo paints, I notice it goes to the sides and corners and not so much. But yes, so it's kind of similar. So that what Pam's talking about is called the meniscus effect. So we have the same issue a lot of times with resin. And that's why, like, when you pour resin into like a coaster mold, that you'll notice after it cures that usually the on the top where the top of the mold, where you poured the resin, the top, that when you take it out of the mold, the edges will be up higher than the middle because the resin has creeped up the edges. So it's the same effect happening here with the paint. It's more noticeable in terms of it's creeping to the edges and the center doesn't keep as much of the paint because it's just attaching itself to the sides. So definitely, Pam, the best thing to do in that situation, like here I try to fill enough that we're not having that happen as much, but you can still even see it, especially on the transparent paint here, where the center is lighter and the edges are darker. It's more obvious with the background, the backlighting right now, but it's a little less obvious for me in person seeing it. But your solution is correct. So if you find that's happening and you're unhappy with how thin the center is, then let it dry for the day or 2, however long you let it dry for, and then come back and then do another layer. And then that's going to help even everything out to something more even. But so that definitely is a thing, because I've noticed that too. It happens a little bit. I'm getting paint's everywhere. It's on my brush. I feel it. It's a little less obvious when you use the glitter, because the glitter seems to hold the paint, obviously, like you know, it scatters the paint more because the glitter is scattered and it's capturing the paint in between all the glitter. So you can see that doesn't happen as much as it does when the paint is just left to its own. So good things to observe and know, and then again, know how to deal with it. Definitely doing a second coat of the paint is a great solution for that, because now you can tweak it to your liking, you know, how much more you want to add. Okay, so it's very obvious that I can't paint and talk at the same time very well. I have to keep stopping to talk. So, but that's okay, because I like using my hands to obviously talk. That's just a thing, I guess, that I've been doing. I actually had a lot of people in my not a lot, but I've had people in my videos complain about how I move my hands while I talk, but hey, what can you do? All right, we got some votes. Pam says no, so it's different. Oh, so no glitter. So Pam said no glitter. Pamela says, sure, why not? Jocelyn says, yes, love glitter. Okay, we got 2 that want glitter, is that right? And then 1 that doesn't. Okay, so, and I don't have a vote yet, so let me think about it for a second as we continue painting with this green. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so what I think we'll do is, we said we had 2 votes for glitter. Yeah, okay. Okay, we have quite a few people in the who are watching this who are not chatting. Just, I'm gonna call you out. I don't know who you are, but I'm calling you out. You know that you're here, and that's fine that you're here, and you can you know, just watch. That's not a problem. But if you have an opinion and you'd like to share it, please do. But I see you. I know you're here. So, all right. I think I had 1 more, didn't I? Oh, this is 4. Okay, good. So this is the last of this leaf. See those bubbles? I'm going to come back for it. Hello, hello. Okay, yeah. All right, so like I said, we're going to do the flowers next. So I think, so we have 2 flowers on here. They can be the same, which is completely fine. It's just, I think, 1 smaller. So we have the smaller one, then we have the big one down here. I think we'll test on the small one, make sure we like it, because if we don't, like, we'll probably do the glitter on that one. And if we don't, then we can do non-glitter on the bottom one. So maybe that's a better way to approach it. I don't know. Okay. All right, so we have that. Okay, let me just, I had moved this, I gotta move it back. Before we do that, so we have 2 browns. I looked at the branches and I'm just thinking I should just do the branches quickly. So we have 2 browns. We have sand and we have amber brown. I think I'm going to go with amber brown. It's a little bit more warm than the sand, so I think it works well with the whole jungle tropical vibe we got going on here. And that's what I'm just going to do. I'm not going to do glitter. We're just going to... Oh, there's supposed to be a line here. Oops. Well, we can just pretend that the branch gets super thick. There was supposed to be a line there. Weird. Okay. See, it's not until I paint them sometimes I notice that something is slightly off, but it's okay. Not terrible. Boop. Oh, and you have his little feet. I forgot to do his feet, his little claw. What color are macaw's claws? Orange or yellow or white? Probably white, right? I don't know. Anybody know? Am I blocking? No, I'm not blocking. Good. What color are these? Yellow? White? I mean, I guess we could do them. I don't know. We could do them orange or yellow. I don't know. Just want to get the brown in here so I don't forget. And then accidentally paint it the wrong color later. Okay. Oof. Bubble mania here. Goodness. Okay. So there we go. A little bit more because you can see again, the bigger the area, the more that paint wants to just climb to the edges, cling to the edges, whatever. There we go. Okay. Anywhere else? Branch? Should the branch go? Branch should probably go behind the leaf here. Okay. Got one inside. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. There we go. There. There. Okay. That's going to be it for that, I think. I think. Okay, so the vote was, I thought the claws are, oh, are they black? You know what? You're probably right. You're probably absolutely correct. Actually, yes, you are absolutely correct. Okay, so I do have black, but I think I'm going to use I have a smoky gray, which is basically going to be like a black, but and I'm just going to, I don't want it to be black, to be honest. I want it to be a color, but like, I want there to be some separation. Oh, is my head in the way? I want there to be some separation from the actual acrylic, so it doesn't just look like black acrylic, which is exactly what I'm doing there. Sorry, my head's giving me the way for a second. Okay. Okay. Well, to you guys, it's going to look completely black, which it kind of does. So, okay. Enough stalling. Time to do the red. Okay, so let's do, we have our red. No, is this red? This was not red, but we'll use it. We have our glitter. This is the glitter we were using for the pink, so it's close enough. Okay, so this color, oh, it just saw my head in the replay. That's funny. Okay. There you go. Smoky gray is probably more like it. Yeah, it works. It worked. Okay. So, okay, so this color is called Vivid Pink, but it really looks like red, like a bright red. So I'm gonna put some of that in here. And then we're gonna use, you guys want glitter, so we're gonna put the same glitter we were using in the fuchsia in there. And we'll see how that looks. It looks pretty. Looking good. Okay, so we're gonna do the top. Hopefully not make a mess. Okay, so we're gonna do this and we see how it looks. You guys can see that? It looks like red. It is red, right? Yeah. A nice, very, actually it's very hibiscus red. So that's nice. At the corner. do that. Get that in there. Trying not to spill it in places it doesn't belong. That's a great color. It's a great red. Like, I don't know why they called it pink on the bottle, because it's really not any type of pink. But I do find that with some of the Pebeo colors, their naming conventions. No, 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 no. Don't go in there. Oof. Their naming conventions are a little odd. I think because they're French. And I heard that there's no such thing as pink in the French. Maybe rose. I don't know. I heard something about that. Someone, I don't remember where I saw it, but someone was saying they don't really have a name for pink. I guess rose would be the closest thing, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining. Maybe I'm imagining it. Okay. But I thought I saw that somewhere, and like I said, I don't know. But some of their names are a little bit different than what we would expect here. So what do we think of the red hibiscus? It's smoky. It's sparkly. Let's see if I can get you guys to see it. It's sparkly. You see the sparkle? Oof. And we'll need to put where did my yellow go? Did I have it here? I can put the yellow for the. Do I have the orange too somewhere? Oh my gosh. Is it just this guy? No, I thought. Oh, it was this one. Okay, never mind. So we're gonna put the yellow. Oh gosh, it's really drying. We're just gonna stick some of that yellow in there from earlier. And what I want to do is I'm going to put some yellow in here as well. I was thinking to make it more orange. Take a drop of this. What's going to happen? Oh, it just turns red. Okay. Oof, I need tissue. Oof. There we go. Gorgeous red, yay! Sweet. Okay, so we are happy with our red. So we'll do the same with our other one down here. Oof, okay. All right. Oof, my hands are sticky from the paint. All right. So we'll do the same, and then we'll pick another green for these leaves. And actually, there's like 3 around the hibiscus flower as well. And then I think I'm just going to do some random greens in behind. I don't know if I want to do blue behind him or if I want to do green behind him. So like he's like deep in the forest and he's got green behind him, or if he's actually got sky. Because I know Joanne's had blue behind it, which looked pretty, but I think I'd like to see if it was kind of like we caught him deep in the jungle, so everything behind him is also green. Thank you, Jocelyn. You must have missed when I dropped a couple pieces a couple times outside the lines. But thank you very much. I try really hard. I am rushing slightly, so I am a bit messier than normal, but I do appreciate the compliment. Pam. I don't. I do the paint first, let it dry, then add glitter with the varnish so I can see if. Oh, that's smart. That's very Pamela. That's very smart. So Pamela says that she puts color first, that the color that she wants, and she lets that dry. And then if she wants to add glitter, she adds it afterwards as another layer, so that she can decide if she likes the glitter or not. Because if you don't like it, you can just remove it right at that point. So that's smart. And then it gives you a chance to do layers as well. So, and then you can kind of build up how much you're putting into the outlines or the silhouettes. So that's some big brain thinking. That's awesome. All right, so let's get. My time is starting to run a little short. It's not a hard stop at 6, but I do want to try to get as close to that as possible today. Jocelyn, I don't know if I got a chance to ask you. Oh no, I missed a spot of green. I just realized that. Jocelyn, I don't know if I got a chance to ask you before, but you had some stuff made. I think you said for your church, right? So how did that go? Did that all go well? I think you had some keychains and some other things that you were making. How did that all turn out? Were you able to make the things you wanted to make? And if so, did everyone like them? I can't remember. I may have asked you this already, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. Because that was a really cool little custom order that you had there. That little spot there is tight. I'm trying to minimize the tight spots, the really tiny spots, because I know it gets a little difficult to fill them. Sometimes it's inevitable just because of the way that, things are laid out in the design, but I am trying to minimize that as much as possible now. I even adjusted some of the older designs where I could to kind of simplify them slightly to minimize that issue as well. It's not usually as much of an issue when you have larger pieces, but on the really small ones, especially like the coaster minis and stuff, it gets a little tight sometimes in there. So I've been trying to adjust where I think it's become a bit of an issue. So okay, so continue on. I'm running out of paint, but it's okay. We will. I may just make a bit more if I need to. Luckily, I didn't blend this one too much. It's mostly just straight paint. Maybe I can stretch it. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. Might just be enough. Okay, just enough with a little extra so I can go back and fill in some of these areas that got a little less. All right, so there we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so that, and then we will add our yellow, which is quickly drying on me here. There we go. Oof. I think we lost Jocelyn. All right, so And I do have to go back and do all those stems for those Monstera leaves as well. So probably we'll pick one of the colors that we're already using. Okay, so I'm going to try to scrape a little bit of yellow out of this to put inside here. It's really dried down. And plus this is the cup I used last time, so it already had some dried glitter at the bottom. With the Pebeo paint, I can generally just come back and wipe it like this and then clean up the any paint that I get on the top of the acrylic, but not always. So we're going to try to get a little bit of red in here to make this a little orange. Maybe give it a little bit of a gradient. Maybe. All right, so that is our red. Our red flowers are on there now. Very nice, very nice. Looking tropical, definitely. All right, so I had a little bit of green. This was the green I was using, yes. Let's try to get that cleaned up. I missed this spot here, so I just want to grab it. There. Like so. Oh, there she is. All right. Jocelyn says, yes, it was a hit. I'm thinking I want the same emblem on the calendar size panels. Ooh, waiting until I can actually function better to email you. No problem. That's awesome. I'm really happy that they went well. That you had, I think it was keychains. So she had me cut. I think it was the logo for her church, and then we cut. I had to redesign it slightly for it to be able to be cut. So I cut it. There were some small ones, about 2 inches, with the little loop on the top, so that it could be a keychain. And then there was like slightly larger ones that were for coasters that she was making. I think they were all for fundraising and things like that. So that was really fun to do. So yeah, whenever you're ready, no rush. I just wanted to follow up. I couldn't remember if I asked you before. But yeah, I'm really happy to hear that it went well. I think what I'm going to do is I was using what did I tell you guys? Lagoon for the Monstera. I'm going to do the same color but without glitter for the stems. I think that's what or whatever. What is this part of the leaf called? Is the spine or the stem? No, it's not the stem. That's for a flower. The spine of the leaf. I think that might be it, but I'm not a gardener, guys. I don't know anything about plants, but my mom does. My mom's a big gardener, so she probably knows. All right, so, it's funny because, like I said, anybody who like immediately knows me, like my immediate family and stuff, knows I'm not a gardener. Like plants literally just don't want to live in my house. We also don't have like a really nice area that I could just like grow plants in the house. So they generally don't live long. We don't have great, like we have a lot of indirect lighting, but some of them want more direct lighting, and I just don't have that. Plus I tend to forget to care for them properly. Plants, I remember telling my mom a long time ago that, because people like giving me plants, because obviously when people visit your house, they want to bring something and they bring a plant or something. And I'm always very grateful, but then I feel bad because I know the plant's going to die. And it's not necessarily, when the kids were younger, it was definitely for lack of effort because I really didn't have time or energy to put into a plant. But then now that my kids are older, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make an actual effort to try to make sure that these plants grow and don't die. And my kids have seen me do it, where I've put in the effort, put in the time, tried to do everything, and they still die. And, I mean, short of things like repotting, I'm not generally doing that. Like, maybe that's actually the problem with a lot of the things. A lot of the plants is that they need to go, oh, that was bad. That they actually need to be repotted. And I don't always do that, at least not maybe within the timeliness of when it needs to happen. Ooh, okay. But my kids have seen me that I try and the plants will still die. So usually what ends up happening is they get really close to death, and then and then my kids are like, okay, we're taking it to grandma's house. And then she'll revive it, and then I just tell her to keep it because she goes through the effort to bring them back to life, and I'm like, if they come back to my house they'll die again, so just keep it, it's yours now. So it was funny because my kids had some friends over on the weekend, or actually last week, and mid rib or mid vein, Google. Okay. Thank you. And so one of their friends brought over, and orchids seem to be the thing because everyone I've had numerous orchid plants in this house and they don't die. And so one of my daughter's friends brought her, she's so sweet, she brought her mom, sent over an orchid, to a brand new beautiful orchid, to my house. And as soon as my daughter took it and she looked at me and she's like, and we're both looking at each other going, oh no, it's gonna die. And so, but it's beautiful. And so we decided that, we're going to probably take it to my mom's early, but well before we try to keep it and then eventually have it die. We were like, you know what, maybe we just take it to grandma's house, and then grandma can just make it even, like, my mom's an orchid queen. She has so many orchids and they all are blooming beautifully, and probably half of them are mine that she revived. But yeah, not anyway. So my daughter we both kind of exchanged that look, and I obviously very appreciative to her friend, and I did thank her friend, but my daughter and I exchanged looks like, uh-oh. And and then my other daughter, her friend came over on the weekend and was trying to help with facts, because they know a lot about plants and gardening, and they were trying to help. And I was like, oh yeah, those are really interesting tips, and then it's probably still gonna die. Anyway, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a gardener, and I told my mom a long time ago that, especially when the kids were little, that I only have energy to keep I have a limited amount of energy to keep things alive, and I'm going to put that energy into your grandkids, into my children. So I'm going to keep them alive. How about that? Is that okay? And then she was cool with that. So, all right. It's almost 6 o'clock. Okay, so keychains and coasters. Yes. Pamela, I love flowering plants, especially, but not great at care. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because honestly, like I said, my parents both have green thumbs, and I didn't get that from them at all. But okay, I want to quickly see, we'll go another 10 to 15 minutes. Let's see if I can quickly finish this up. So let's just pick a couple more colors to use, to do. So we have glitter. The non-glitter, we need more non-glitter. So I want to use the darker green. I don't know if I want to use this darker green. I kind of want to do it, but then okay. I kind of want to use this, but then I kind of also maybe want to. Oh, this one's done. Ow! What are you? You're blue. And what are you? You are apple green. Okay. I say I'm going to be quick, and I'm going to take 10 minutes just to decide on a color. This one is lighter than that one. Okay, I kind of want to go darker, so let's try this guy. Oof. Let's try that. So we're going to go with a darker, more lush green. I might have to thin this one because I think this is one of the ones that is thicker. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put some of this in here. Mix, mix, mix. So this is going to go on some of the leaves, but then it might go in some of the like background areas here too, because technically there might be leaves back there. But let's move this down. Oh my God. You didn't see that, Jocelyn. You didn't know, you didn't see me spill that. Okay, so. Oh, what did I just do? That was so weird. Okay. So yeah, just a different green here. Just a darker green there. And we'll do it here as well. This one could have had glitter in it, but that's okay. We'll leave this one without. Oh no, that was bad. Oh gosh. I'm gonna have to fix that. It went straight into the purple. Okay. Fix you up. This brush is falling apart. Change my brush. The bristles suddenly on this are like going inside. Like they're being shoved inside. I don't even know why. I don't know how that's happening. Okay, fixed it. All fixed. Nothing happened. All right, I'm just going to switch over the brush. Hey everybody. Hey, Joanne's here. Thank you, Joanne. Welcome, welcome. We showed your parrot earlier. Everybody loved it. Everybody, you can tell Joanne how much you liked her parrot earlier. We showed it early in the stream just so that everyone knows how the traditional looking macaw looked and how fabulous it turned out. So we're just trying to quickly finish up. I want it to be done around 6, so we're going to go a little bit longer just to see how quickly I can kind of get the rest of this done for. Actually, you know what? I might change this. This leaf is the same leaf, but I think I'm going to do it this green just so that we have a bit of a contrast there with the greens because we don't want them all looking the same. So oh my gosh, I'm rushing and it's bubbling and all the things. Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll do this one And then we have to discuss what the background's gonna be. I think I want to do it more greens, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe I should do blue. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do blue or should I do maybe like a very light glittery green in the background? That might be good. That might be good. Or should I do, I don't know if I want to do blue. I mean, blue kind of makes sense, but kind of, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Look at this. Just mess, continuous. You guys even see that? Oh, it's off camera, sorry. Moving it up. All right, good, good. I'm glad you guys are giving Joanne love because she did a great job on hers. Okay, so that's all the actual leaves and things. So now we need to put some other, so I'm going to put some here because this is probably supposed to be a leaf as well, like so. And I'm going to put more on this guy because all his paint went to the edges, so let's put a little bit more there, like so. All right, so that's all the main actual leaves and things. So now we have all this background to do. I'm gonna do, okay, do we have, this was blue. Where's my green? Oh, here, green. So we'll put some of this. I'm just gonna start kind of scattering some of the color because some of these would be leaves. It's just really the center that maybe could be a different color. But the outside here would definitely be leaves. So let's just do that. None of these are, but we still can fake it slightly. I'm gonna do it. Oh my god! Sorry, I'm moving my head out of the way. That. Where else do I want to put? Let's see. Wait. I'm just gonna kind of scatter some color around. Where did that go? I saw that fall somewhere. Okay, I need a color back there, and then I'm probably gonna put some green here, and maybe that other green there. And then the inside area right here is what I need to figure out. Which color are you? Apple. Okay, so apple's gonna go here. Apple, we can put, where did the guy go? Oh, no, you. We're gonna put the darker one back here, and maybe inside the leaves as well. So inside the monstera, we have all these little gaps. So we'll need to put something inside there. We'll do sorry if my head's in the way, I can't tell if I am or not, but a little bit of you in there. So same thing here. I need a bit of a color to go inside the monstera, and it probably should be a little bit darker because it probably is a little bit in shadow or shaded. So we're gonna make those a little darker. So that one's super dark. It's too dark. Still want it to show some color. Take a little bit out. Okay, so now something here. Oh my god. No, no, no. Can you hold up with light off to see what my... Okay, yep, I will do that. 1 second. Let me just finish doing this. I just want to finish the edges because I think the edges all should be green. We're just trying to figure out the middle. So let me just get some more edges done and then we'll figure out the middle. So we'll do this green up here. Oh, wait. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this green up here. Maybe, oh no, no. We're gonna do this green up here. It's gonna be a mix because that's just what's gonna happen. Okay, so we got that one up there. Now I don't know if that was a good idea. I might remove that. Okay, hold on. Let's, okay, can't do this one here. No, I don't like having the green up on his head like that. I think whatever the lighter color is going to be is what's going to have to go above his head. So let's quickly get rid of that. And again, this is one of the reasons why I like using the Pebeo paint, because with resin, this would be much more difficult. I mean, it's not super easy with all the glitter in here, but it would be, I feel it would be more difficult with resin to get that out cleanly. Or at least, I guess if you do it immediately, it would be similar, but once resin starts to set, then you really can't move it anymore. I have a feeling whatever we're going to do in the background is going to have some glitter in it, so some little bits of glitter in here is probably not the end of the world. Okay, yeah, I didn't like that. I think whatever the background is, it's going to go up to his head. So we'll just do these parts, these two here, and then we should be good. Oh my gosh. Whoop. Yeah, just give me a second, Pam, and then we're going to decide on the background. Since we have that green right here, I'm just going to use the same green here. That one also. And then these two holes will be whatever we're choosing for the background. So that will match that. Okay, that one, and then we'll do one more, that one more spot, I think. Debating these. if those should be, I think those might have to be maybe everything below that branch might also have to be green, I think. But I'm going to do this one first. Actually, so I'm going to do this spot, and then I'm going to hold it up, and then you guys can decide the background color. And then while you're deciding, I'm going to decide on the bottom. I think everything below this branch, or below these two, yeah, right here, all that should be green, and then everything up should be maybe a different color, maybe blue, maybe light green. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, offhand thinking blue with glitter. Okay, yeah, I think we might need some blue now that we have a lot of green in here, but let me know your thoughts. So this is what it's looking like. Let's do it this way. So yeah, I'm thinking that I can do down here green, because it's just kind of like, it seems like it would still be green, and then this here also green, but then maybe they're up blue. So let me know what you guys think. And we could just do it like a kind of a sky blue, I guess. I think Joanne did sky blue and that looked really nice, so we could do something similar to that. I'm going to continue here in the meantime. So I'm just going to do some of the different greens still to kind of just fill that in a bit. Here we can use some of the emerald, I think. And that one we need a different green. This one probably will be this green here. What do you think? What do you guys think? Pam is agreeing with maybe sky blue. I think that was Pam's suggestion. Yeah, a little light blue with glitter. So Pam's, I think that will work. I'm going to use this here. Just to have that there. I think this spot as well. I think we'll do this guy. Oh no, not again. Fix you a second. Let's do that. That. There. So yeah, I think that fills in the greenery down here nicely, so it makes it look really lush. And then we can do kind of a sky-ish kind of thing. Okay. So it's going to... Whew. Blue with glitter sounds nice. Okay. Light blue up. Green below. Yes. Yes, that's what we're doing. Perfect. I'm glad we're all in agreement. All right, so light blue is a difficult color with the Pebeo paints because everything is kind of more intense for colors. But we can use our lightning medium and see if we can make ourselves a pretty blue with some glitter. So the only thing with the lightning medium, as you can tell, it's kind of a amber kind of color, and that's always been the case for it. I'm gonna try mixing a little bit of this blue. If we hate it, then I will change to something else, but we're gonna try, and I'm gonna look for I can use the white glitter as well. So kind of thinking something kind of transparent might be nice, like not too much color in it. Let's put the white glitter in and see what we get with that. So this is the color I have right now. It's quite thin. Might need more though for the amount of space we have. Let's just make a bit more. I don't really want to put the blue, well, you know what, never mind. I might put some other blue glitter in it. I have, okay. I have this guy. Oop, so I have this blue. So this is, oh, I have this blue here. So it's kind of a light blue. It has some of the white iridescent glitter in it as well. So it might just help a little bit. Let's see. Okay, it's got a slight greenish tint. Sorry, my knees are hurting. It's got a slight greenish tint to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's quite. Well, if I do it to the side, you might be able to see it. So it's got a slightly greenish tint, which I think could still work for this particular piece. So let's try. Blue sky is nice. How about some top 3 sunshine yellow? Okay, let's work our way up and then we're gonna look at that and see. I don't know. But I think this blue is pretty. Like I said, it's mostly transparent. It's just really lightly tinted blue, which I think can be nice for the fact that we're not trying to make the background super dark. I mean, I was kind of thinking to do it dark, but I think we have a lot of color going on here. So maybe something a little bit less is what we need to help all the other colors pop. So you said top 3. I'm going to leave the top 3. I'm just going to fill these guys first, and then I'll look at that. So again, because we're doing that here, we're going to use those ones there. Trying to make it so that the background, the inside of the Monstera leaves are showing through whatever's behind it. Big bubble guy doesn't want to leave. Wants to hang out. A little bit more here. Can you guys even... Oh, it's all got fuzzy. What happened? Okay. Focus. Focus, guy. Are you focused? Okay. I think it's focused. Okay, so this one... It probably doesn't look like much color for you guys right now. I'm actually just going to go ahead and just finish it because we are running out of time. You could definitely have tinted this part yellow, or it'll have a little bit of a brighter. I think because this color is so light already, it kind of gives that impression of a sunny day, sunny sky. So I think we're halfway there with this already. But like I said, for the sake of time, I'm going to finish up because I was hoping to be done around 6, but a little bit of extra time is not a problem. No. No. Okay, well that was actually dry, so that's okay. This one I can clean because it was dry from a couple days ago. All right. Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. I'm going to turn off the light in a second so you guys can see. Hopefully you can see the bit of the blue. Like I said, I know it doesn't look like much right now for you, but I think it looks good. Actually, I'm really happy with it. It looks great. The whole piece, the whole finished piece. So there we go. So we turn it off, and then now you guys can kind of see what it looks like. So you can see the colors. I didn't do the eye. I will do the eye, but it'll just be white. I'm just going to put some white glitter in there. But if I turn this on again, it just, you can't even, yeah, it's difficult to see. But so there we go. So that is our parrot. I will put pictures. I'll post it on Instagram probably. My Facebook has been acting super strange. It's literally frozen, stuck, and oh no, I just did a thing I shouldn't have done. It's frozen right now, so I can't seem to get into my pages to the Facebook group and stuff, but I'll see if I can get that sorted out this week. But anyway, so that's, but I'll like I said, once it dries, I'll get it and I'll get some nice photos of it. And so you guys can see the actual colors, because I know it's a little difficult to see the actual colors here on the video, especially with the lighting in my studio right now. The colors look really cool, because like I said, this color here is kind of a fuchsia, and then we have our reds. I know you guys can see those with the, hello? Oh, it doesn't want to work anymore. There we go. So you can kind of see that's a fuchsia color, and then we have our reds, and we have all the colors in the background. I think it looks tropical and beautiful and awesome. So that is March, April ready to go. So thank you guys so much for being here. It was another awesome stream. And like I said, if you're interested in the downloads, like I said, for cutting your own pieces, check out the website, liadiadesigns.com. It will be on Etsy this week too, if you guys want to do that. If you do purchase on Etsy, which I'm perfectly fine if you want to do that, do me a big favor and leave reviews on Etsy. I don't have a way of leaving reviews on my website. Well, actually I do, but I think you have to have an account. But if you have Etsy and you want to download the files from Etsy, if you want to leave me a review, I don't have very many reviews on there. So it would be super helpful to get some more reviews on there, and the downloads would be a great way to do it. So this way you're, it was instantaneous basically, right? So anyways, guys, but like I said, there'll be more in the way. If there are any that you'd like me to work on or to try, or that you would like to see in the future, for sure, message me, let me know what you're thinking. And I'm compiling, I do have a list started, and I will continue to compile a list, and we'll be adding to both the downloadables and the cut acrylic whenever, as often as possible right now. So anyways, guys, thank you again, everybody. Take care, stay well, stay healthy. It's scary out there right now with all the different flus and viruses and nonsense going on. So stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I wish you all the best. Happy March, and we'll talk again soon. Take care. Bye.